Hi guys, welcome to a new video. Welcome to the channel. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back to the channel. And if you're new here, hello, this is Fanono. I know it's been a long time I didn't make any video, but it's okay. Sometimes we can be busy, sometimes we just want to take a short break and yeah, busy, maybe work and everything, life, all that stuff. I hope you understand. So in this video, I'm gonna be telling you guys my pregnancy story. I'm pregnant right now. As you can see that I've put on some weight. If you know me, you know I'm someone who's slim, but now you can tell from my face that I've really put on weight. So while I do my makeup, I'm gonna be telling you guys my pregnancy story. I'm gonna be talking about my first trimester. I hope I find time to tell you the other I'm now in my third trimester at the moment, and I'm gonna be telling you about my first trimester. I think most of the women, because I've watched a lot of videos and I've heard from my friends, from my colleagues about what they have gone through during their first trimester, and I'm gonna just share my experience with you as well. In the first place, it was I would say I figured it late that I was pregnant. In the very first place, I had some nausea. Like the very first day I had nausea, I remember I just had some caramel macchiato that my husband just ordered for me on that day, and he sent it to work for me. And after I had that macchiato, guys, I had this terrible nausea, and I was like, maybe with the macchiato together I had with the muffin. I love very big muffins from Starbucks, and I was like, maybe because it's sweet, because I don't like anything sweet. So I linked it like, okay, maybe it's the sweetness, because I don't like sweet things, and I had that nausea. And after work, I immediately went straight home and had a nap because I wasn't feeling fine at all. And at the same time, the main thing that I'm saying, it was really hard for me to figure out that I was pregnant at the time, because I also had my period at the time. So being pregnant was the last thing that would come on my mind at that time. And so anyways, that day passed by. I was okay. I didn't throw out, but I just had that nausea, and it was okay. Nothing much happened. And that day passed by. The next day I also had some nausea. It went by. It was like it was coming and going, coming and going, coming and going, which I thought, like, what's happening? Is it the food that I'm eating? What's happening to me? I really couldn't understand, provided that I had just had my period. Like, okay. So I didn't even think of having a taste. So the nausea stopped for some time, and then it came back. Then I threw out very little. I just had a lot of nausea and threw out a little bit. As time passed by, I didn't have that much nausea, but whenever I had the nausea, I had to throw out. So I kept throwing out, like after breakfast, and also, let me see, maybe sometimes after dinner. But it was mostly after breakfast. It was usually in the morning. So I was like, okay, whenever I throw out, then I'm okay. After throwing out, everything seemed very, very good. And yeah, I kept on going like that. And After that, I was like, this is really not okay. And I noticed I had put on a little bit weight on my belly. I think that's not normal for me. I'm usually like a person with this flat stomach and like flat belly, I should say so. And I noticed that I've put on some weight, and when I touched it, it was feeling a little bit hard. Like, what's happening in my body? I started questioning myself, and still I wasn't thinking of doing a taste at that time. And then I was like, okay, this nausea thing, this throwing out this thing, let's make things clear. And that's when I was like, one day I told my husband, like, okay, you should go get me a pregnancy test from the pharmacy. I should do the test. And he was like, why do you want to do a test? I just told him, I feel like I need to do one. And he also was like, okay, let me just get it for you. But he wasn't also thinking like I would be pregnant at that time. And so he went to get the test, and I did the test and waited. I even took a video. I'm sure I'm gonna insert the video here. And I waited for about a few seconds. It was saying 3 minutes. I waited for a little bit, and when I opened up, I saw 2 lines. Like, what? I wasn't so much surprised because I really had the feeling like this if this isn't pregnancy, then what else could this be? So when I saw the 2 lines, I was of course somehow surprised for sure. And then I was like, okay, let me show my husband, because he too wasn't expecting anything like that on that day. And I showed him, like, look at what I just saw.
Olabilir mi sence bu?
He was like, what does this mean? I told him, it means positive. It means pregnancy test is positive. He was like, no way, how come? And it's like, okay, let me check. I'm going to check on the internet. I'm gonna do this, blah blah blah. Like, this is positive test. It was unbelievable. Like, what? Really, for sure? You know, he was in shock, because that's not what he was expecting to. So yeah, after that, he checked on the internet. I told him this is positive. This is a positive test. And yeah, so that's how it was. And after that, okay, of course, he hugged me, kissed me, like, okay, wow, our life is about to change. So our life is changing. Like, okay, I'm run of weight, stuff like that, and all that, you know. So it was really an interesting day. And after that, we went to his parents' home, and we told them too, and they were surprised, they were happy, you know. Yeah, so that was how I learned I was pregnant. Quite interesting. But someone would be surprised, like, how come you're a doctor but you didn't realize you were pregnant? Stuff happens, guys. Sometimes when things are happening to you, you just never know. So this was how I found out I was pregnant. And I'm gonna tell you some of these symptoms that have been happening to me in my first trimester, some of the tests that my doctor ordered, and all that. But before I end the vlog, I'm gonna say, after finding out at home, I was like, okay, then we need to do a better taste for pregnancy. So we can see. So it's called beta HCG intake, which is beta HCG in normal, like if we talk English. So a pregnancy test, like we went to the lab, we gave some blood, I gave some blood, I should say so, and the test came out like in about maybe 1.5 hours. So I knew it was really high, and I told him, okay, the test is here, it means positive, because I didn't need any doctor to translate the results, because I know what it means, I myself being a doctor. So yeah, that's what happened. That's how I learned I was the doctor. So I'm gonna do part 2 of this video. I'm gonna continue telling you guys about my pregnancy symptoms, what I have been experiencing in my first trimester, before and after finding out that I was pregnant, and that should go on with me doing my makeup. So you better watch out for part 2, because I'm gonna explain to you some of the symptoms. Maybe some of you too are going to figure out that you might be pregnant from watching this video. So let's go to part 2, guys.